What is up, Wretched Nation? We are in the garage with the raffle bike, and it's kind of already torn apart because, you know, I started this process and accidentally deleted the footage. So, you know, I'm really good at this. But anyways, let's catch us up where we're at. So the bike's pretty much torn apart. We sent the tins off to get painted. If you've been following along, this bike, main reason for it to get all painted and look good is you got a dent there and pretty decent dent there. Talking to my guy who does body work and paint, he's a friend of mine. He told me the amount of time he would have in this tank. I would be better off to get a raw tank and he could just paint that. So we sent off the rear fender, the fender struts, and the front fender. Now they were also a little rusty and popping paint, so it needed to get done. He gave me a pretty good price to get everything done. I will probably be close to $1,000 all in, so I can't complain as long as nothing else happens. Now we were in a bit of a rush because he called me up on a Thursday and said, hey, didn't think we're going to be able to get to it, but something come up, get all that stuff off, get it to me by Friday, and we'll get started. So I had to thrash, pull all this stuff apart, and get it to him the next morning. So we got there, we got it done, and just trying to catch you guys up to where we're at. I was going to take the tank off, but we kind of hit a stopping point because over here we're going to have to drain the gas. We got our crossover tube, and I needed to get some hose to plug up in there and drain it into the tank, or the little gas jug there. It is not worth trying to pop that open and grab the tank or whatever. It's just going to be a mess, and I didn't have to send him the tank because I had a new one, so it just wasn't worth it. But rear fender's gone. We unplugged all the lights, did all that. This is... Alright, so like I thought, that didn't work out too well. The spare hose I found was just a little bit too big, and it's not going to seal. So gas went everywhere, all over me. Found out I have a couple cuts on my hand because that's burning pretty good. So we're just going to sit here and see how much gas we can get out of it. I don't really have much option other than just letting gas go everywhere. So yeah, you know, the joys of doing things at home. Alright, we got it done. Basically what I ended up having to do was I got that fuel jug, was able to use this cooler and propped it up under there and got enough fuel out to where I can get the tank off, and then I turned it upside down and drained the rest of it out that hose into there. That was a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm completely covered in gas, but we're getting there. I thought about pulling everything apart, because since we got a new tank, we're going to have to reuse all this stuff. After you reuse everything in there, and I'm not 100% sure, but I also think there's some connector we may have to plug up. There was a metal, like a prong on the bottom side that I thought was open. I don't see anything for it on this tank, so we may have to plug that somehow. We'll figure that out, but that shouldn't be no big deal. We can just put some JB weld in there or weld it up. It shouldn't be a problem. But we're pretty much good to go for now. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to take the tank apart. I feel like it'd be a lot easier if we leave it alone, and when we have tanks side by side, we can just transfer everything over. I feel like that would be good on my part to just keep it that way. We do need to get a quart of oil so we can fix the transmission leak. It's got a little bit of a leak from the drain plug. We're going to have to put a new O-ring on it, and you're going to have to change the oil when you do that. But other than that, we might swap the mirrors from this dyna to the other, but she's pretty much ready to go. So if you like this video, hit that like button. Comment down below, what do you think so far? I've never taken a bike down this far, which I know it's just metal parts. It really isn't anything significant. But I have never had a bike this far apart, so that's kind of cool. We're going to get this buttoned up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share this if you don't mind. Keep posted on this build by liking and subscribing, of course. It's not much of a build. I wish we could have done all of this in a timely manner, but getting this bike restored back to its former glory will be kind of nice, and get it raffled off to a new owner. So as always, keep it wretched.